Hello, everybody, Defense here, and welcome to Fortresscraft Evolved. So we're gonna change things up here. So I've been doing some off-camera grinding, and I've honestly learned a ton more about the game since we started this series a few episodes ago now. But I have made many a mistake. I have excessively used resources in ways we didn't need to, fell behind on certain things, so what I'm thinking is the best way to handle this is to restart. I'm gonna use the same seed, we're gonna chill in the same world. I think that'll help things to go a little faster, you know, and so on and so forth. Because, you know, just some of the issues I ran into is I'm overdoing it on power for what I can create for this. This thing pretty much runs negative all the time. I have no defensive structure set up, so this thing's getting destroyed every time we get attacked. And then I'm having an issue where I keep finding lithium, and it'll even be like 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks in an area, and I'll put my ore excavator on it, and I get like 40 ore, and then like the whole vein's depleted. And like, I know the efficiency's not really up there for the stuff I got down there, but you know, I hopped in to another world, went down, dug straight down to there through the Cutteron, and it was like a 3-block one, and it just kept going and going and going and going. So I don't know if that's an issue here. I don't know what's going on with it, but you know, that's not the only issue. You know what I mean? Like, I've learned a lot, as I said. You know, like this thing here, this is pretty much a machine. Well, I took a piece out, but it crafts the junk rails, inputs the stuff for the good rails, and then you kind of go from there. So I'm just gonna take everything we learned here and throw it all into a new world. So I'm gonna hop over to the new world. I'm gonna set up some of the basics. We're gonna get tin and copper handled. Obviously I already know where those are. And I am going to start laying out our base design. So I'll bring you guys back for that, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll see you in just a minute. Okay, guys. So it has been I want to say a little bit since that last clip, but it's actually been about a week and a half. I got carried away with a ton of stuff. Just been trying to hang out and get caught up to where we were, kind of get some real stuff going. And yeah, because of that, the video took a bit longer to make than I had thought. So I've been AFK off and on as much as possible, burning through resources faster than I can get them. It hasn't been fun. We did do a bit of research, so that's good, but you know, we still got a lot to do. So the main things I have set up is this stuff over here to make these guys, the experimental pods. I'm actually how many did I got? 9. I need one more. Well, I need 6 more, but I need one more before I go and throw it in there. What does it seem? Alright, so I gotta get 4 more of those. We'll deal with that in a minute. But yeah, so I thought I'd get the mining research done a little bit earlier than I did last time when we had started that first setup. And it's been good so far. We've got that going. I'm just gonna run you guys through the base. This here is the rail converter, not the rail converter, the conveyor belt converter. This here makes junk conveyor belts, puts them into here. This goes into here, combines tin plates with copper wire and makes conveyor belts. So the good ones. This over here creates all that stuff, as I said, plates and PCBs, which then get turned into experimental pods. And then this is the research doohickey over here. We started throwing in a bunch of this stuff just to get it up and going so that we can keep it going. The upside is these all store... Oh, actually, they don't store power. Well, they kind of do, but I thought they'd store 1,000 each, so I was like, hey, that's 8,000 power right there. That's a good dump. Sadly, that doesn't seem to be how it is. But hey, what we're going to do is we're going to throw this in so this can get started while we're here. And then we're going to swing downstairs. So my initial plan was I was going to do 4 shafts straight down, so we'd have access to every ore we'd ever need. I decided against that because every ore I ever need is down this shaft. I've got coal, copper, iron, and lithium so far. And tin, sorry. But I'm just pulling out of the copper over here because it's closer to the surface and I already had the setup for it. So we're going to keep that one. But for the 2 side ones, I made it so that I went down into the underground of our base. I have to clean up this side. I just did this a couple minutes ago. But I made one of the paste machines. I have it sitting outside, so I'll deal with that in a second. But it makes this stuff here the construction paste, and they use construction paste to make a few different things, pretty much everything here. So I picked out a set of blocks that I liked and started building with it. This is the marble, this is the pillar, and this is, what's this, the space grate? Hold on. Let's see what we got, just in case anybody wants to use it. I was looking at the truss block. I'll show you that in a second why I didn't choose it. But, where is it? Space grill, sorry. And then I used Celtic braid pillar. And then, where is the other thing I was using? Chevron, Dapper, Snowman, Groot, Cement, Reinforced. Right here, dyed marble. So, those are the 3 blocks I used, and then just the standard wood. And then we just have coal coming from over there, pumping into these. We've got iron going there, copper going there, the usual. Those should hopefully be upgraded before the next video, as long as I can get everything done right. Oh, I did have a temporary setup over here, making, where are they? These guys here, the charged lithium coils. And that is for what we're going to be doing next. So we're going to come over here. There's a couple of things I got to make. 1, I want to make a solar cell. 2, I need more copper wire. One second, guys. I did have enough for everything, and then I started doing this stuff and dumping copper in. So give me a quick second. I am going to get some copper wire going, and I will be with you in just a moment. Okay, guys, I should have enough of everything now. Let's see. We need one of these and one of these. So that makes 2 things for us. One being, I now have a laser gun. We'll deal with that in a second. But where are my doodads so I can add them? We're gonna do that. So my suit power has just jumped up to 512, which is awesome. And solar efficiency is 200, so I should regen in the daylight. And where was the? Oh, there we go. And a bigger battery. 498. Sorry, 512s are later on max. So I now don't have to be jumping around to grab power out of my blocks. So every once in a while I will, but there are more suit upgrades you should work towards later on. But we now have this. So let's actually, there was some slime dudes right here. We'll test it on one of these. They do shoot back. It's kind of whatever. Oh, well, actually, he does a lot of damage. I don't know if it does anything to these guys. So there are a couple of worm dudes up here. It's kind of annoying. Let me, oh, there's a dead guy right here. Hold on. I haven't played around with this gun in a very long time. Because you used to just have it when you started, and now you have to... So you gotta be careful, because sometimes he'll pop out and spit at me, other times he'll just eat me. Like if you see right there, his tail. He's targeting me to eat me. Alright, so I won't be able to do that, sadly. I'm gonna see if I can spin him around enough. I don't think you can actually shoot that tail. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Okay. But hey. We now have this, which is great. I'm happy about that. I'm annoyed that worm, it was almost instantaneously, within like the first hour, that dude was there. And there's another one just on the other side of that section over there. These 2 dudes just like flew in fast. because there's nothing between that point and the main heart of whatever these worm things are. I don't actually know. But this does require power, so... Yeah, they're not very good at shooting you, so... A whole lot of power. That's so... Oh, actually, we need to keep up with this one. Hold on. Yoink. But yeah, so there have been a lot of changes. As I said, we did reset. We used the same seed, just so we didn't have to worry about that. What else was I saying? There was more words I wanted to say to talk about stuff. Yeah, so we got the 3 of those, which is good. We can now defend ourselves and help defend the base. I haven't, as you can see, I haven't built any defensive structures out here at all. Which we probably should have, but I've been doing fine, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh yeah, snagged. Ooh, that's not a hole. I keep forgetting that only 2 of these go down here. But yeah, I set this back up so that I can keep that going. And then, I'm trying to think of what else we did / need to do. Let's take the macerator down. Did I get anything new in here? No, anything new over here. Enhanced drill motor. We'll grab that guy. Alright, so I want to see... So I do want to upgrade our stuff. That's going to be... Okay, so yeah, my bottleneck right now is copper. So I need to increase copper. Whoop. This is one of my first things I need to do. I keep falling down the hole. Yoink. That's really been my bottleneck right now. Everything else is producing great. If you look in my inventory, you know, I'm pretty stacked on everything. I did have a couple hundred tin plates, but I burned... but I burned through a ton of it to make these and to make this and a bunch of machine chassis. So there is all of that. Let's actually craft that to get that out of the way. And then all I need is 6 more copper wire. And I got how much copper? Let's do that and that. Yeah, because I have that locked. So we're gonna rock through 6 copper wire. Actually, while we're at it, let's hop down here. I have almost died a couple of times because I end up spamming G instead of F to slow myself down and I just start throwing things everywhere. And this was me running a test down here. I knew these guys spawned on the flat rails. They used to not spawn on the angled ones. It seems that they do now, which is kind of a bummer. Not very happy about that. I actually forgot to clean this up. It was more just a proof of concept. But that's kind of a bummer, so I gotta think of a better way to get this up top. Because I was just gonna do that with the slanted ones because those dudes couldn't spawn on there, but now they can. So we're gonna be back to the drawing board. I do know there is stuff later on that you get. It's like a, I don't know if they call it a covered conveyor belt or if it's more along the lines of a tube, but it kind of looks like a tube. I can't remember what they specifically call it. That makes it so those dudes can't get on there, and I'm drawing a blank on what they're called. I apologize. I don't remember at all what they're called. So, these should be done by now. Yes.
Crafting.
Boom. I am going to drop this on copper. This guy is so behind. There we go. It probably also doesn't help that it feeds into the cooker that needs 16, so yoink. Yeah, you can already see it coming through faster. It does use a lot more power when it does that, which is a bummer, but oh, actually we can do this. I have 1, 2, 3. There we go. That'll keep that powered forever. But I am actually gonna step away one more time, guys. I want to finish up this at least before the end of this recording. Today's episode is probably going to be a bit shorter, as I said. I actually didn't say, but it's going to be a bit shorter because of how much time I've already had to put into it. I was going to time-lapse the whole base rebuild, but the time-lapse ended up being, even sped up like 4 times, still ended up being like 20 minutes. And that just seemed boring, so I got rid of it. But yeah, let me step away. We're going to finish up this research, and then we will be set to go and get some more stuff done. Okay, guys, so we finished that research. I held off like 1.5. I was actually on the final wave of the last one when they just finally overwhelmed me and destroyed the base. But hey, that happens. We're all good for it. But the upside is I created the Mark II, right? What's it called? It doesn't tell me. The Mark II doohickey, whatever it's called. It's the forced induction doohickey. Yeah. So I made another one of those. I threw that on there. It was processing to keep up. I don't know what's going on now. It seems to be a little bit too slow now. So I might kick the iron back down underneath. Ooh, where'd that one crash? Right over there. Alright, well, I'll grab that later. I've been picking those up here and there. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so we did that. And I'm back into the production stage, just grinding out the resources again. So now that we're gonna have all this stuff piling up, which is great, by the way, I'm very happy. We're gonna have plenty of stuff going on. I've got nothing going into here at the moment. But we might rotate the iron and have it start coming back in here. But for the moment, I think we'll be good doing that. But, as I was saying, aside from that, I think that's all we're going to get done today. I am kind of happy with where we're at. I'm kind of annoyed with how long it took. But I'd say aside from that, it's been going pretty well. You know what I mean? So, we are going to end it here. If you guys did enjoy, please do let me know. And, yeah. You know, comments. If you have ideas, better setups for, like, these types of things, let me know. I've just been running this because I didn't want to make more of these. Because I need to make more gears. So, once we get more gears done, we'll be able to, Well, that's dumb. This thing hasn't been running the whole time. Well, whatever. Now it'll run. But yeah, so if you guys know of any build stuff for those kind of things, let me know. And aside from that, thank you for stopping in. If you do want to see more, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And aside from that, I hope you all have a nice night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is my defense. I hope to see you again soon. Peace.